Welcome to Week 2 Organizational Behavior Summer 2021. What should you be working on this week? Your first reflection is due June 1st, quiz is June 14th, and the current events presentation. What I'm going to be doing each week is giving you a brief update of what you should be focusing on, what's due, and other helpful hints to help you be successful in this class. The reflections are, I think, in my opinion, the most valuable experience that you'll go through in this class. You'll be getting some academic stuff. We'll be talking about different theories and learning different things. But by taking the time and looking at yourself, and I put a few quotes here, we don't learn from experiences, we learn from reflecting on the experience. How do we do things better? What does it really mean? You cannot have a meaningful life without having self-reflection. Without reflection, we go blindly on our way, creating more unintended consequences and failure to achieve anything useful. Self-reflection is a humbling process because you really got to think. These reflections are about you and you thinking. Okay? That becomes a key thing. Because if you can understand more about yourself and build plans to grow as a human, an individual, as a worker, you're going to find that you're going to be much more satisfied in life because you're going to be able to celebrate what you've done, but also to know what areas could you improve on to be even more successful. So one of the things in this is it's not about writing a paper. Anybody can write a paper. I could give you a topic on anything, and I'm sure you would do an amazing job in writing a paper. But that's not what this is about. This is about thinking. So the first thing I want you to do in the reflections, if you haven't already done so, is to watch the video that's out there, a reflection on reflections. And then go through and really think about this. What does it mean? Why am I doing this? Why does it matter? And to give it some thought process. And I found that by doing a video or oral, or a video or an audio recording, enables us to reflect better. Because it's about us. We're not reading a slide. I'm not reading a document. And I encourage you to listen to it after you record it, just to make sure you have it right. The quiz, which will be on June 14th, will be available from 12:01 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. You need to start it by 11:59. Give yourself enough time, okay? Because once you start, you need to finish. I think it'll take between 2.5 to 3.5 hours to complete. It's going to cover Module 1 and 2. So that's that. If you are writing, draft your response in words and paste them into Canvas. And you're again encouraged to submit a verbal responses using whatever software you'd like. Depth and specificity are key. Avoid generalities and platitudes. Okay. Again, get down to the details. Quiz is worth 18 points, 18% of your grade. So consider the depth of the questions. Okay, if the question is worth 5 points, for you to write 5 words, it doesn't cut it. Okay, and we're not just looking for surface level detail. Okay. Next thing is current events assignment, and one of the things that's important, I think, is that the world has changed because of COVID, and I'd suggest to you with Black Lives Matter, and the focus on how can we be a better world, to develop a better understanding of course material by seeing what is being applied today in 2021. There's 2 components, the article review and discussion presentation, and participation in real-time events. You need to do both. And this is where I'd like to introduce the say, mean, matter. And this can be used for your reflections. It's useful for the quizzes. So, say. This is a summary of what texts say. Okay, what does the text say? What happened? Then, what does it mean? This is the interpretation. What makes you think that? How do you know that? And the last one is the most important one. Matter. What are the implications? Why does this matter to me or to others? Why is it important? What's the significance? So we look at the say, mean, and matter, and this is sort of a fun one. You can use this in anything you do, any class. It really helps focus in and helps us go to that deeper level. Oftentimes we stop at say, what does it mean? Why does it matter? And that's a good thing to think about, in my opinion. The process, if you haven't already got a partner, get a partner, get me the names, email them to me. I'm going to send you an article or a piece, and then you review the article with your partner, and then you prepare a 10 to 15 minute presentation discussion. This is not you talking for 10 to 15 minutes. This is about you having a discussion around that. Again, you go back to what does it say, mean, or matter? And what are the key issues or points? How will it affect personal or organizational factors? How will it change the way things are done? How will it impact you? We're all going to be impacted by this. And if you think about what's happened as a result of COVID, remote working, okay, how interviews are conducted, how technology is used, all things that will help you. Again, doing something in PowerPoint, Prezi, or whatever, it's totally up to you. Then you let me know and we schedule a time to review. And the sooner the better. We need to have them all done by June 14th. So that essentially means that next week, when we get to the week starting June 7th, we probably should start having a number of these. So that's important. You need to participate in them, deliver one, and then participate in them on 4 presentations. And these are real time. Also, we'll schedule them while it works. I will post the times and Zoom invites of the presentations. You need to be present and participate in the discussion. It's worth 6% of your grades to participate. And again, we need to have this done by June 25th. So if you have any questions, please let me know and look forward to listening to your reflections.